So kahapon sabi ng anak ko, meron daw silang lesson tungkol sa credit tsaka debit card. So tinanong ko anong natutunan niya. Sabi niya, debit card is paying for your purchases with your present money and credit card is paying for your purchases with your future money. So yun, nakakatuwa lang na meron silang ganong lesson sa school. And then naisip ko, gusto kong i-share yung term na natutunan ko lately lang, which I find very valuable when you are using credit cards. Like ako, proponent ako ng credit cards. Like you will not catch me using my debit card. All purchases that I can use a credit card, I will use credit card. But going back to the term, I want to share about credit card float. Ano nga ba itong credit card float? Actually, ang tagal ko sa credit card float, hindi ko alam na yun pala yung tawag doon. Ito yung ginagamit mo yung credit card mo sa lahat ng expenses mo. Tapos pag susweldo ka na, yung sweldo mo pupunta lahat sa pagbabayad ng credit card. Tapos syempre, 'di ba, gusto natin yung credit card fully paid. So, ang nangyayari is you are staying on the float kasi free-no-float ka ng credit card mo hanggang sa next na sweldo. This is actually dangerous, especially kung hindi na-manage correctly. Kasi you're spending your future money for your bills and expenses today. So, tanong nyo ngayon, paano makakaalis sa credit card float? So, the strategy I use is just to pay off all the credit cards, as in i-zero nyo siya lahat, while waiting for your next paycheck or income to hit your bank. So, once that money is in the bank, then that's the time you can use the credit card for the purchases. And this is where you can actually pay the credit card agad-agad because the money is in your account. It's very difficult actually to do that. Lalo na kung yung budget is very tight tapos eksakto siya. But this is just one, I guess, like sacrifice you need to make para lang makawala sa credit card float.